What is up, guys? Uncle Luke here. Today, it's time to get this underway. Hold up. Sorry, I got bitten by a mosquito one day, and those hurt. Those suck. Anyways, it's time to start off our football predictions. We're first off to start off these football predictions, these 2020 football predictions. It's time to start off with college football. Any NFL fans out there, if you're not a college football fan, just an NFL fan, trust me, don't worry, we'll start off NFL soon. But to start us off, since I like college football better, we got to do college football to start it off. Again, that was not for copyright purposes. Whenever I do music, it's not for copyright purposes. It's just entertainment purposes. I mean, seriously. All rights go to the original owner. But anyways, I'm very happy to do these, very excited to do these. And, in my video on Saturday when I announced when I'm going to start these, which is today, June 1st, and I didn't get a lot of suggestions. Only 2 suggestions. One NFL, one college one. And then I got one yesterday, But it's all good. So and I'll do y'all suggestions in there, like Texas Savage did one in Tulsa in Texas. I'll do those. Someone else wanted Western Carolina. I think it was Nick Allen. Trust me, I'll do those. So very happy to do these. Got my Tar Heel jersey on, just threw it on, So, yeah. Anyways, let's just get this underway. As you know, the national champion, LSU. So, that's what we're going to start off with, national champion LSU. Now, listen, I want to do some bigger teams, save the bigger teams for later, like later on in July, I don't want to have these big teams, I don't want to do every ACC team yet. I'm trying to save all ACC teams for one day, one video, like I've done for the past 2 years, and save it all the way to August. So trust me, I'll do them, but I'm not doing ACC predictions till August. But let's get this underway. Hold on, where is it? Oh, here it is. Where is it? Oh, no, hold on. Let me go get it quickly. Alright, found it. Didn't know where it was. But yeah, here we go. We're going to start off with LSU. And we are underway with our 2020 football predictions. Starting off with LSU. Now, here's how it's going to work. I'll tell you a little bit of notes about them from last year, like how they finished last year, and how they finished in scoring, on offense and defense, and scoring, passing, and rushing, and all that. Then I'll tell y'all some this year's stuff, like returning players, how many returning players overall, how many returning offensive players, how many returning defensive players, and again, how many returning overall players, they're your key players, and also how you finished in recruiting in the SEC and national. Then, I'm going to get to how they went last year. And then I'll tell you how they went last year. Now, last year, I'm going to do the same thing again this year. Last year, I'll tell you how each team went in the regular season. So I'm about to tell you how LSU went in the regular season. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be like, you should tell them how they went overall. Like LSU went 15-0 last year. I know that, but when I do these predictions, I like to compare how I think they're going to do in the regular season this year, to how they did in the regular season last year. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to do it. So that's why I do it. Then I'll tell you all their schedule. Then I'll tell you how I think they're going to go, how I think they're going to do in each game, whether that's a win or a loss. Then I'll tell y'all how I think the record is going to be this year, and also how they went, how they went overall in conference. Same, I'll tell y'all in the 29 how they went last year. Each team went last year, whether they went, and how they went overall and in conference. And then after I tell you how they think they're going to go this season, the regular season, they'll tell you all their best case, worst case, and then that's how it's going to end. So that's how this year's predictions are going to work. And again, here we go. We are underway with our 2020 football predictions. So here we go. LSU. You know, last year they won the national championship. Last year, here's how they finished. Here's how they finished on offense. Their offense was really good last year. Now, in scoring, they finished number 1 in the SEC, and they finished number 1 national. Rushing, they finished 7th in the SEC and 60th, so they were ranked 60th in rushing nationally. So, passing, they finished 1st in the SEC and 2nd in national. And in total, they were number 1 in the SEC on offense and number 1 in nationally on offense. Going down to the defense, scoring, they finished 8th in the SEC and 32nd national. Rushing, they finished 3rd. And this is defense, by the way. Rushing, they finished 3rd in the SEC and 21st national. Passing, they finished 9th in the SEC and 59th. 59th. I believe. Hold on, I cannot read it. I think I made a mistake on that. Hold on one second. It was 59th, right? I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I couldn't find a pencil to write with this thing. So hold on one second. Yep. Oh, man. That mosquito bite itches. See, they finished 59th nationally on passing. Then total, they finished 9th in the SEC and 31st overall on defense. Now, here are their returning players. They got 3. Now, I'm not mentioning the names, but here are your 3. Here's how many returning players they got. They got 3 return, and these are starters, by the way. Whenever I announce the returning players, these are starters. So they got 3 returning offensive starters, and they got 5 returning defensive starters. So overall, they got 8 returning starters. And they finished 3rd in the 2020 recruiting class rankings and 4th in the 2020 national in the recruiting class rankings. On the way to how they went last year. Last day, they went 12-0 in the regular season and 8-0 in conference play. Here is their 2020 schedule. September 5th, home opener and season opener against UTSA. Then September 12th, pretty big game here, at home against Texas. Then they go on the road, not official road game, but it's a neutral site game against Rice on September 19th at NRG Stadium. And September 26th, they are going to be going back home against Ole Miss. October 3rd, they're going to be at home against Nicholas. Then finally, so that's a pretty easy overall, not terrible. Yes, you got Texas, it's a pretty tough game, but overall, not bad. I mean, seriously, that's pretty easy. Thinking about it, because you're not really having a true road game until October 10th, which is going to be on the road against Florida. That's going to be a tough game, and that could be tough because you've not played like on a true road game, especially when it comes to the SEC, when you're just going to a neutral site game at NRG Stadium against Rice. No offense to Rice, but still. But yeah, October 10th at Florida. Then, so that's their not only. So yeah, Ole Miss will be their SEC opener, their conference opener, and their first conference home game. And then at Florida will be their first SEC road game. Then October 17th, it'll be at Arkansas. And then October 24th, at home against Mississippi State. Then they go on their bye week on October 31st, Halloween, which I think a lot of teams might be doing on Halloween. Who knows? Anyways, and remember, this year they're only getting 1 bye, and not 2 byes like last season. I think they did 2 byes last year just because of how the schedule worked and all that. November 7th, at home against Alabama. November 14th, at home against South Carolina. And that'll be their senior game, their last home game. Then their final 2 games of the year, November 21st at Auburn, November 28th, their final true road game of the year, and their final regular season game at Texas A&M. Here we go. Time to predict. September 5th at home against UTSA. a win. That should be a pretty easy win. Get that out of the way. Week 1. Pretty easy win. Have fun with your home opener. Maybe celebrate a little bit being national champions. Last season and all that. Have a fun day. Watch your LSU Tigers kill them. Should be a pretty easy one for them. But then next game at September 12th at home against Texas. That's gonna be a tough game, and it's gonna be a close game most likely. But I think you're gonna pull away, possibly even by 3 touchdowns. I think, especially if there's a lot of fans. Again, if there's no fans at games, you can't always make the excuse of we didn't win because we didn't have any fans. Again, I understand that fans really can affect how the game goes and all that, but still, I still think overall you're gonna win with fans or not. But yeah, winning against Texas, you're 2-0. Going to your neutral site game against Rice at NRG Stadium, that's going to be a win. Then you're at home against Ole Miss in your SEC, conference opener. That's going to be a win. Then your final non-con game against Nicholas on October 3rd. That should be a win, and I'm going to give you all a win there, obviously. Then October 10th at Florida. I was thinking hard on this. I was thinking really hard on this. Trust me, I really don't. Florida. I'm actually really high on Florida coming into this season. So, I had a really strong feeling with them this year, and I think it's very possible they could really win the East. According to that magazine right there, they have them winning the East, going to play Alabama in the SEC championship game. Yeah, and I just don't. But I'm sorry, I can't speak. And I really am high on them this year. And I feel like if they just win games, stay healthy, and maybe go undefeated in the regular season, they can possibly get in the playoffs. But it's going to be a tough road ahead for them, especially with them playing, LSU. If they win the SEC champion, their SEC East, they're going to, most likely come in and lose to Alabama or LSU, whoever wins the West. It's going to be Alabama or LSU, in my opinion. But at Florida, it took me a little while to think for a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna give y'all the dub there. So you're 7-0, so you're winning against Nicholas. Had y'all bowl eligible, right? Oh no, this win against Florida gets you to 6-0. My bad, 6-0. Yeah. 6-0, so you're bowl eligible. At Arkansas, win 7-0. Alabama against Mississippi State, win 8-0. Going to your bye week, you are 8-0, and 8-0 and 4-0 in conference play. Going to your bye week, that's pretty good. But then the game, November 7th at home against Alabama. Now, I know who I picked, but whether I say Alabama's going to win or whether I say LSU's going to win, a lot of people are going to get mad at me for this, because a lot of people think Alabama's a little overrated, A lot of people think LSU may not be as good coming into the season, Maybe a lot of people think Alabama's going to be motivated and blow out LSU, I just don't know. And this really took me almost 30 minutes to even decide because I had to go and do some research. And I believe Alabama has more returning starters coming in. Mac Jones, pretty good QB. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give y'all the L there. Lost to Alabama. Because I feel like after Alabama could be after the season they had last year, they might be very motivated to come in and have all these people stop, making fun of them. They're definitely gonna be motivated to come in that Auburn game too. I just don't see y'all winning the West this year, and I just don't see y'all beating Bama. I just don't. Now, could y'all very easily come out and beat Bama? Absolutely. Alabama fans, listen. That 2019 season, that's going to be in your history for the rest of time, because that's just, I'm sorry. That was funny, and that was awesome to watch. Now, I don't like the injuries y'all had or anything, but it was funny to see y'all not even make the college football playoff, okay? And listen, so don't be confident coming in and you're like, we're going to get the upset. No, you're not getting the upset whatsoever, okay? I mean, not the upset. Not upset. We're going to get the win. No, don't be confident. You can easily lose this game, but I'm going to give y'all the win there. So, a loss for LSU, their first loss of the year. Then, at home against South Carolina, their senior game, the last game of the year, home game of the year. That's gonna be a win, I think. At Auburn, it's gonna be a close one, I feel like, and I think Auburn could really be competitive in this game, and I'm gonna give LSU the win there. And then at Texas A&M, last time it was at Texas A&M. Texas A&M won in that crazy, awesome game, 74-72, in like 7 overtimes, I believe. That was a great game. But I do think LSU is going to get the win there. So I think LSU would go 11-1, 7-1 in conference play. So yeah, again, I repeat, 11-1 overall and 7-1 in conference play. Best case scenario, 12-0. Worst case scenario, 9-3. I think games that they need to watch out for is that they can easily lose, and this is more than 3 games, but games they can easily lose: Texas, Florida, Alabama, Auburn, and that's about it. Yeah, Texas, Florida, Alabama, Auburn. So, yeah, those are the games I would see y'all losing. So, again, that's 4 teams I know, but I think worst case scenario, y'all go 9-3. So, best case scenario, 12-0, worst case, 9-3. And that is it for our first predictions of this year. Can't wait to do these. Put in the comments section what teams you would like me to do in NFL and college. I'm going to start off with college for a little while and do NFL later. But any suggestions you all want me to do, just don't do any, NFC South teams, because I already know when I'm going to do those, or ACC teams, because I already know when I'm going to do those. Yeah, so anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Hope y'all are staying safe. And, yeah. Alright, y'all, I'm going to get you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And as always, go Heels. Bye, guys.